Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's time to get ready to go for a Summertide in the live summit event in the Crew 2. This will be the third ever Hypercar and Street Racing Restricted Team Summit to be featured after Hypercars Plains and its follow-up season made its in-game appearance in August and November 2021 respectively, because it's going to get much excited out there to have 4 hypercars and 2 street race discipline will be come together once again to have different locations, along with 3 events by having 2 land-based and airplane will be coming in for having a very good summertime moment. And also to have week number 4 to have some more followers to be part of Dominion Forsberg for the latest updates. But good thing, just got everything what I need. Putting up and going easy going to have much excellent tier content to have the premium motor pass bundle onto tier number 48 is going to be going faster and higher to have a very proud opportunity. But good thing, doing some challenges with some followers is going to be a very good head start to see some more motor stars whenever we need to have. For the standard, because it might be quite going much challenging for every 8 weeks to be on the first part of episode 1 in the 6th season of Motorflix, Dominion Forsberg will have to do a longer road before we're going to have to go step up and go quicker to be as possible. But it's going to get much excellent to have 3 vehicles to be on the restrictions. Convertible, Roadster, and Spider is going to be listed up to have 3 events to be well exclusive to be on the restrictions. So better get ready and make sure have some vanities is going to be well related to have some cold stuff during the heat of the summer. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to start the live summit event. Let's begin. It's so hot outside because of the temperature by between 95 through 100 degrees. But perfect time to stay inside by having a fresh cold air conditioner to keep our minds to be well relaxed to avoid having a heat stroke. But onto the bundle event cover to have a McLaren Senna to have this nice, good, excellent background to be on the Summertide bundle event in 20% discount in 1.3 million 43,999 bucks available. Now we have the BMW i8 Roadster 2018, Chevy Corvette C7 CR1 convertible, and also what we need to do is going to be having one more convertible car is the McLaren 720S Spider 2019, a hypercar discipline, top speed 211 miles per hour, 710 horsepower, and it's a mid-engine layout to be on the drivetrain. Looks so beauty and much more style because a Spider hypercar is going to be quite good to be having a third ever exclusive event to be participate to be as a mixed category for only one street race event. One McLaren, and we got some very good, excellent, proud surprise since we have 3 new rides as part of the Elite Bundle number 11. So let's take a good look. There are 3 kinds of very good, excellent vehicles. First, we have the 2020 Nissan GT-R Nismo, a street race discipline, top speed 205 miles per hour, 592 horsepower, drivetrain is the all-wheel drive. Just like the standard version of the Nissan GT-R to be in the same R35 category to be having a very good updated version ever since from 2014 to be as a very first version to be updating to have some very different look. Looks so cool. Very excellent to have a Japanese supercar will go for the open road. Next up, we have a 2019 Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, a hypercar discipline, top speed 273 miles per hour, 1,577 horsepower, same as the all-wheel drive is going to be quite good to be as a standard version like the Bugatti Chiron. This one is very good, and also to have a black color to be trimmed to be as an orange stripe. Looks so cool, and very good to be well chosen to have this Chiron Super Sport 300. It's going to be so awesome to drive. And now for the American. The 2020 Celine S1 is now categorized as a street race discipline. Top speed is 180 miles per hour. Horsepower is going to be at 450. But this one might be quite very good to have. This American supercar will go for the driving experience to be on the open road. All kinds of different features for this car might have some customization and vanities along with the other cars to be on the street race or hypercar discipline. So I guess it also costs $2,789,955. It's going to be well purchased, so we might need to get these 3 rides until the regular price will be officially over in about a few more days. 22 days left, so you might have to keep building up with some more currency credits until you might have to get these 3 new rides. It's going to be so cool by having a discount of 15% off. Let's get set and beat the heat and go participate in the Summertime Live Summit. Since we have finished Phase 2 of the Minion series before moving on in Phase 3 before the next event is going to be having a very good summertime moment after we have to do a second theme summon for this season. Platinum rank to be at rank 4,182nd place to have 1,226,051 points. 4 rewards has been acquired, Rally Inter Fixed Tire is now acquired, and more extra currency credits since we have the Jeep Wrangler Evolution 2 Rally Rate Edition. Now it's going to be much extra, so we could probably have to get the BMW M4 for only new players and the Aquatic Splash Smoke to be listed as an epic vanity. Splashed up and go for the summertime fun for having some more events as usual, just like Hypercars Plains and Season. Now let's start out for having Escape Skill to be on New Orleans. Just like last time, since I barely put up the music, it's going to be quite giving a recognizable as you may ever heard it. But of course, it's going to be quite doing a different hypercar and go for a different challenge to do the same thing like last time, since I barely took the main route to be entered to be on the highway. Gonna sit back and wait until the loading screen will be ready to soak up the fun. But in the meantime, the vanities that I just put up with some iStyle related is going to be quite chilled out and go for the Eagle Rooftop, as I also to be purchased from the Premium Motor Pass content. It also costs 80,000 crew credits to get it, because I should probably might have to save some before the next episode in the 6th season. So here I go, drive away and do the same thing like last time all over again. Kick up the high gear and have my Corvette C7 CR1 convertible will go for the action. Kick it up on the high pace, going up in about 2,000 yards. Fly like an eagle while the Corvette is driving on the road. Very good. Keep going up on the 7th gear. Doing much excellent. Looks like I'm on the rush and the Eagle is doing the same. This time, this skill is going to be my perfect round to go for 10,000 yards. Better watch your pace. Do some overtakes on traffic cars. Be very precisely gentle and go for the speed. Come on. 8,000. Gonna have to keep up and go for the main approach. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to stay on the road. So very close. 99.24 yards. That makes myself having a new record. There you have it, folks. 100,000 points earned and give a good 14,315 points. Now for skill number 2, Speed trap before low altitude at Los Padres will be saved later on. Central Coast, here I come, and go for the dragster. We'll be putting up with some icy vanities. We'll have to go cool down and put up to beat the heat. Gonna have to go reverse and do a 180. Choose any different position to be located in the west coast of Los Angeles. Gonna stop right here and go for the options by the pause and grab my C7 Corvette Stingray Dragster Edition. But exactly indeed to have some icy vanities, we'll have to go cool down and go beat the heat by having some tires, underglow, and even the nitro will have to go cool things out a bit. Gonna have to get my Corvette to be going out after my C7 CR1 will be needed later on before taking on in the big land. Let's turn the engine on, get ready, and burn like a cold ice tires. Hold it in and go for the green. Gonna be okay. Looks like it's gonna have to take a while because several traffic cars are also in the way. That might be quite giving some distractions and trouble timing. But quick as always, 337.2 miles per hour will be going faster to be entered when crossing the speed trap. Let's have a good check on the activity performance. Good enough, 117,539 points. It's all set and good to be checked. Skill number 2 complete. Now for low altitude on Summertide, Los Padres. Going for choosing the aerobatics or air race discipline will be fly in the air. Excluded to have 2 skills, what we need to do is going to have to do a nighttime condition. So let's fly very low and use that river while we can. Come on, gonna have to stay on formation. Okay, that was so close because flying at night is gonna be hard to tell. Still got a little bit much light. Only in daytime, it could be okay, but nighttime is going to be a little bit hard to fly around during this part of the skill challenge. So let's see how I could probably have to beat the skill when doing nighttime. There we go. Looks like gonna have to go 3 times the multiplier. That should be doing much greater. Alright, there you go. Looks like 43,540 points. Piece of cake and no attempts at this moment. Very good job and passes up onto this main attempt in 155,628 points. Okay, so it might be quite doing much cooldown time for all of us ever since that we just barely try to keep ourselves to be under control when going outside by having a hot temperature. But avoiding heat stroke is gonna be a very hard time, so we might need to get some fresh cold water to keep ourselves under control. After having 3 skills to be complete, now it's time to go for having 4 hypercars and 2 street race event will go underway to settle in and race on the road. Now let's go and take on the big land for the Chevy Corvette C7 CR1 convertible. We'll go for the Hypercar challenge. Auto switch vehicle, and let's get it on for having a nice convertible hypercar. We'll go for the action. Go for the action, I mean, it will have to do much cool-tastic to have some icy vanities and also to have some water type vanity related. We'll have to go soak up the fun. 320 per level should be quite good enough. 1168 horsepower in the top speed, 279 miles per hour. Let's do this, you guys. Go for the starting grid and take on the highway as we proceed.
3, 2,
Fierce warm and perfect time to go faster and higher to have this nice top 3 position. We'll go for the main approach.
Fingers are crossed.
Let's speed it up and go cool down to be faster to be on the road. Good thing the icy smoke is going to be quite well touched up to be driven on a hot road. Gonna have to fly in and keep driving. The Eagle is soaring in the way. There you go, checkpoint proceed. Now gonna have to stay on the highway as I go. But exactly indeed about the temperature is always gonna get much hotter. Like the west coast, the mountain states, and even the south is gonna have to go pack up by exactly around 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But good thing that everybody really might need to have some cold refreshed drinks and ice cream during the summertime season. But I mean, it's gonna get much hotter out there from the west coast because of the wildfires. But you know how it happens when you watch the news, because wildfires are also to be spreading around because many acres are being burned down due to the climate change. But exactly that we might need to have some rain before fall or winter season coming in. But we always enjoyed having a good fun summertime moment out there to go out in the beach. But I've been there once because it's gonna have to take some time off for myself. If I could probably might have to do some drawing some sand on the beach. That's gonna be my part of the hobby. But yeah, I also putting up a picture on Instagram by making a hashtag find your line and marks up to be titled as GT7. But you might have to check it out to see it because I also drew it myself to be used on the sand. It's like drawing a piece of paper is doing some well creative. So let's stay focused and go for the main route. Looks like it's gonna get much rush out there to be on a heated temperature. Let's cold nitro fury up. Almost there, viewers. 10% to go in the progression. Gonna have to race my way in the horizon. But luckily the Eagle is still flying around with me on top of it. That might be quite well exclusive on convertible cars. Okay, looks like finally made it on the finish line. High speed lover to be on the Motorstar Daily Complete. 114,297 points. Very good job. And Hypercar-tastic for the C7 Corvette CR1 convertible is check and complete. Maybe I could probably have to keep using my Corvette C7 CR1 convertible at any time by participate in 2 Hypercar events. So big land complete. Next up, on to Hypercar event number 2, the road to New Orleans. Just like having a deemed summon to be on a heated temperature condition to be on by exactly around in early morning towards evening, but depends on which either time is going to be having some schedule to be on a dated temperature condition. But well, I should probably have to stay and use my Corvette C7 by the way, until gonna have to take turn by using the McLaren 720S Spider. Talk about having 2 hypercars for this video event is very important.
3,
I have to hold on to it because
2,
doing some challenges by using any recommend hypercar whenever you like to choose. Now let's go and take the challenge to be on the top 3 position.
You're gonna win this one.
Gonna have to go attempt overtake by reaching the first checkpoint. Checkpoint number 2, here I go. Speed up and going quicker. Alright, looks like gonna have to do the perfect timing and go boost it up onto the main speed and early brake. Talk about having strategy that I just always gonna have to put up to it. But it will be doing perfect timing and go clean racing during the Hypercar event. So let's Slow down and stay on the main route before enter to be on the afternoon. But we have already done this like last time, you guys. So we could probably have to keep trying and go faster whenever we have to reach up onto 100,000 points and over. Going down on the road. Okay, looks like gonna have to be very precisely gentle because might have to do the perfect timing to do the same thing like all over again. Now go forward onto the next checkpoint, early brake onto the left, onto the right, and slow down to be on the early brake. Kick up the high gear and going on to the south of America to be in this region. Old Louisiana now entered. Keep at it. Okay, so very close to have this technique to go much further to be on the asphalt. Elevation is definitely might be well terrain to be well dropped up on the road. That's all good. Nitro good to go. That's more like it. Speed up and watch for the clip by having skipping parts automatically by having a single glitch. But it always, every time from the last video whenever I have saw it during the exporting progress. There you have it. Speed up and go for the heated rush. First place is on the high road. Flying Eagle is doing much gliding around, just soaring around to be on the wing. But it is very cool to have a rooftop to be part of this main update. But I kinda like it. So, soaring around to be fly in America. Another checkpoint clear. Now take that right turn on the next street. Proceed and kick it up onto the high gear. There you go. Looks like almost there. Gonna have to drop my way and stay on top of it. There's some pedestrians in the way. Slow down. Now for the checkpoint clear. Arriving in towards New Orleans. Okay, slow down. Going for the main straight. Make that push. 4 minutes pass. I guess that should be having a follow-up catch-up by reaching 4 minutes and 9.712 seconds. Now we have 30 mortar stars earned and have a good check on the activity performance. That should be quite good enough. I'll have this one to be added as well. One event to be checked up, to be catching up. 2 hypercars complete and 4 more events to go. Now on to hypercar event number 4. Going to Vegas, we'll have to choose to a different hypercar. Gonna have to grab myself to have a McLaren 720S Spider. We'll have to be at the ready, and this time the fender will be changed up from the topless into a fixed roof. Will be needed to have a hypercar perfection to have this moment. Now let's proceed on to the right. There it is right now. Going aqua blue to have some icy underglow style to be at per level 320 in 1009 horsepower with a top speed of 280 miles per hour. Gonna have to go for it and take the high speed to be entered by taking the highway challenge for the hypercar discipline for the 3rd event to be in the Summertide D Summit.
3,
So let's do this
2,
and kick it up and several raindrops to be on the car. let's go and reach the finish line on to
You
Las
got
Vegas.
this. You're a rock star.
I also added with the import smoke trail is going to be quite very good to be on the line. So let's keep at it and go for the high speed to be entered to be on the Avenue Highway Road. But by the looks of the interior view, it turns out to become much high premium quality to have this nice detail for the McLaren 720S Spider Roadster. Just like the standard version to be as a fixed rooftop. But luckily, it also features to have a fender to be put up onto the covered roof to be well placed. So very cool and very well fixable, just like the BMW i8 Roadster. Now let's go and take that left turn and beat the horizon because it's going to be on the evening time. Okay, gonna be careful, gonna stay on the road and go for the boost. But did you know what is going on with Las Vegas? There might be some flooding around in the streets, but actually many people have already know about the floods in Las Vegas according to the news. It is definitely might be turns out to become very wet and very difficult to be on the weather change, but it'll have to make sure to be going back to normal until the flood will be ended soon. That might be having some major concerns about the weather climate change just actually to be going on in the world, because it might be depends by the despite of global warming. But yeah, I guess global warming is also to have some different changes when it comes to be on the climate change. But only in the Crew 2 to have this different kinds of environments to be changed weather. Whenever it depends to be on the rain or snow, depends on which area are you gonna have to be raced at. Okay, now for the nitro, it's good to go once again. Kick it up on the high gear, and here it is, Las Vegas. Bright light city, and also to have a strip location to have part of it. Good time that having a summer vacation for everyone when going down to Las Vegas to enjoy the fun time. But not to mention because it also might have some images with flooded in it. Gonna cut through with a roundabout and proceed on to the next checkpoint. But I can't wait to go to Las Vegas later on after the flooded is over. But it'll be going back to normal as soon as possible before next year. And by the way, I guess if might be quite turns out to become very excited, well of course, Formula 1 is coming to Las Vegas in 2023. It's going to be so awesome for many people of Las Vegas really want to see F1 cars in action by having a brand new track layout to be locating here in Las Vegas. It's going to be so surprised and different look to be having a pit stop will be included as well. Just like Côte d'Azur Monaco to be on a different track layout to have a different background city. So let's go and proceed on to the next checkpoint. Take the off ramp to be entered to be going in. Finish line is just right up ahead. Now go for the West Commercial to take the final stretch. But also to have a follow-up catch-up for event number 2 to be pleased. But man, it's going to be so well enjoyed for having a faster moment to try out for the McLaren 720S Spider. It's all about trying out new hypercars to have this current latest state model from 2017 through 2019. I guess I should probably have to go again. Hypercar event number 3 is complete and check. Now, Hypercar number 4 to be at Temecula Wineries will be eligible for the McLaren 720S Spider. But exactly, it's going to be quite doing some hypercar faster paces whenever you're going to have to go for the rush. But I mean, testing out new rides is very much important to be optional during the part of the video. Now, total distance is 16 miles, so I hope I could probably have to go again. Just to be as planned, because doing a mixed event for only one hypercar will take the challenge. After having a road trip from going to Las Vegas, it would be doing much fine challenging to go for doing a different role. So let's get it on and go faster to be in the high-speed road.
I'm sending happy winning thoughts.
Make one overtake pass and go for the first checkpoint as I please. Okay, now going in to take that main part of the road. Gonna be very more gentle. Hold the brake and coming down onto the bridge. That's more like it. Go beat the heat and do a chill underglow effect. We'll have to stay driving. That's more like it. Find my line and do the inside cornering. Okay, gonna get back on track. That almost messed up big time. Let's keep going. Speed it up and go for the clear road. Okay, slow it down. Take that right turn on the next street. Going in and kick the high gear. Alright, keep it well stable because always gonna have to find a good clean line. Okay, that was a close call. Good thing pulling the brake is saving my bacon. Now going out from the street and get back on the road. That was a very tough obstacle challenge as always. Just like using the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. Now let's keep it up and take the finish line. That's more like it. Pure driving. Hypercar pure driving complete for only one street race event to be temporarily. Now check again for the activity performance. Follow-up catch-up number 3 will be needed to have another round. But good thing I just barely took 2 attempts from the last video ever since from Phase 2 of Dominion series. But it's not over yet. Save it for only 2 street race events. We'll have to do a checkpoint until proceed to be climbing up to be at the Platinum. Next up, using the BMW i8 Roadster, we'll go for the Palm Gates Shrubs. We'll be at the go. Good thing that having some Roadster cars will be featured during this part of the Theme Summit is going to be going wide open and have some fresh cold air conditioner when driving on the road is all about keeping our minds and bodies to be well cooled down because of the summer heat. Good thing, just gonna have to put things covered up and going for the fixed roof for my i8 Roadster with the UDRS Insportec livery. So get ready because it might be quite going cooler on the inside because the outside heat is gonna get much hotter as it looks to be. 3 seconds to be on the starting grid, so here I go. Let's speed it up and go for the rush.
You're gonna win this easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay, looks like it's gonna be on a tough race to be at the residential area. Gonna go faster and take that exact amount of pace. 5 laps might be doing properly by going clean racing by the chance, but several objects and street poles are in the way. Okay, stay at it. Now going for lap number 1 at the start. Press on to take lap number 2. This race is very challenging for only one street race discipline. That's more like it. Gonna keep steering and do a proper turn clearing. Keep tapping the nitro. Thou shall have to do some more speed increase. Okay, looks like that almost messed up. Almost lost my concentration. But moving on in lap number 3, gonna keep an eye out because the percentage is gonna be built up with the progression. It's gonna get challenging and crowded, so I just won't go for the aggressive. Okay, slow down, regain the speed, and get back on track. Kick the nitro and going short straightaways. And to have some strategy when you're racing on this event. It's very challenging and well difficult, so doing braking is all about building up your speed and strategy to improve your total lap time. It takes matters of disciplines to skill to see how one street race car will be doing masterful to be on this most fine area to be located in a residential area. But here in Palm Gate Shrubs, this one is the most finest playground to be well driven to be as a circuit. But here I am. Total lap time to have 2 minutes 48.223 seconds by having a legendary bundle earned to be marking the goal. But a fourth follow-up catch-up is what I need to do before the next video. Is gonna have to do some hard work before doing another streetcar discipline. But mostly exclusively when using the BMW i8 Roadster, takes matters of skills to be well passive to go up in about 100,000 points. But here I am right now, climbs up to be at the Platinum rank in 10,753rd place, is now gonna have to get closer for only one more event to be reached up onto 100 million points. But also to have some further recall check to have 1 million points. But anyway, let's move on to take the final street race event on to number 2, Everglades. No restriction on any vehicle. That means one street race car will be going for the best recommend pick ever yet. Time for my Chevy Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009 will be at the ready, so gonna have to be applied on the adjusted per level to be at 280 as always. I'm always go for my favorite car. Is gonna be the final stretch and last resort before at the end of the video.
3, 2,
It's gonna get much awesome and going well extreme, so here I go folks. Let's take my Corvette and go for the summertime
I'll stop talking
fun.
so you can start driving.
First checkpoint on the way, and here is Everglades, located in the south of Florida. Feels like going outrun, and going for the main road is doing a perfect time summertime fun. There's Miami right over here. Gonna have to catch up and go faster to be on the current sprint time. Now let's go boost it up. There's the pink flamingos just passed by, so we might have to take a good look on the ocean. And by that time, because looking at the ocean when you're in Florida, or also to have the areas of the South regions in America, because having a good look of the ocean to be locating in the Gulf of Mexico. But good thing I just went there for the first time because it's so amazing and compared to the West Coast on the beaches. Because also to have some different beaches around in America, it's going to be well explored to see it here. But anyway, because open view on the ocean is going to be so beautiful to look at it. Now let's keep going because almost to be at the halfway mark in 50% progression. There's the checkpoint right over here. Go right at it. In about a few more miles until arriving to a different location in Miami. Leaving Everglades is going to be so enjoyed to have some places to explore. Keep driving. Now gonna have to stay on track. There we go, clean turn by pulling a brisk brake. Pass by in Miami. Here comes the left turn. Gonna make my way and go inside to be in the next street. Okay, solid fine work. Now going up in about 80% in the progression. Just gonna feel the heat and drive faster in the horizon. But in the matter of fact, because the first ever live summon makes its return to be as a rerun later on before the next Steam summon, it's gonna have to do a regular time. But gonna have to go for a cooldown time. It's gonna be the perfect time. We'll have to get something to do some ice cream by having some refreshments. Now let's take that next turn by the left. Finish line is just right up ahead. Oh yes, looks like my Corvette C6 CR1 did a perfect run in 3 minutes 36.452 seconds in the activity performance by reaching up 100,000 points by 6,230 points. But fantastic and perfect time to have Everglades for doing a street race event to go higher and faster to be on the limit. Record check updated by adding up a bonus. Rank 6,489 place is doing brilliant to be in 1,051,750 points. Also to have 3 events plus 1 mix to have a follow-up catch-up is what I need to do. Exactly around 80,000 points, 70,000, and almost to be at 100,000 points by using the McLaren 720S Spider is gonna have to do some more challenges to be on the rush. But it was a lot of fun out there to participate in Summertide for this Steam Summon. Third time ever to be in the street race and Hypercar discipline to be well categorized to be part ever since from Hypercars Plains and its follow-up Hypercars Seasons. But good thing doing a summertime fun is perfectly before moving on to take phase 3 of the Dominion series in the next event. More rewards, Orange Smoky Nitro to be listed as a rare vanity with some spare part, forwards, and the famed magnet to be boosted for the street race discipline. After phase 3, skip up on to Japanese Drive as well for having some usual rewards to have the blinking red Rally Inner Purple Tire, Red Panther edition of the Honda S2000, and here is the brand new set of reward, what we need to do to get the BMW X6M and the score breaker for the Rallycross disciplines. But only one event is going to be coming soon, you guys. Polar Rush is going to be the very first live summit event for the very first time ever since in 2018. But it's going to get much cool down time after we spend some heated in the temperature. But we'll have to make sure that 3 deemed summon after we proceed for having Dominion series to be moved on to be going in onto phase 3 before phase 4 later on in the future by the schedule. Welcome to August, you guys. This is where the only event is going to be the perfect time. We'll have to go forward until episode 1 of Dominion Forceburg. We'll have to go for the final step. Almost forgot about one other thing. Let's have a good preview look for having 6 events, what we need to do to participate, and adding up to have 1 Dominion Forceburg event to be listed as well. It's going to get much excellent to have a brand new track layout. It's going to be so awesome by having 1 street race discipline will be participate. But also to have touring car discipline and 1 Alpha Grand Prix discipline will be checked in. To have a C34 Nissan 370C will be required to be part of it. Ultimate edition of the Honda S2000 will be required to be needed. So time to wrap this up, you guys. Let's get in there and finishing up on Summertide before moving on in phase 3 of Dominion series. Thank you for watching on my video in the Crew 2, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like Deviant Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.